I was treated, and I had to use crutches for like 2 months. So it was really strange, and it was really a hard time for me, staying indoors for like 2 months without walking, without running.
Kwa naenda mazoezi ya saa 4, nikitoka mazoezi gari ikanikonga na nyuma nikitoka training.
In 2020, immediate former world half marathon champion Geoffrey Kamworor had a surgery for right tibia shaft fracture after he was hit by a speeding motorcycle while on his morning run. Also in 2020, Samari Cherotich, a former world youth 1500 meters champion, was hit by a probox car while on a morning run along the E10 Kaptarakwa Road. In a different incidents this year, 2 times world under 23,000 meters steeplechase champion Selfin Chespol was also hit by a car while training.
Ni ile mtu sasa vile nilienda mazoezi, sikuwa najua kama ningekongwa. Ni ile barabara iko ndogo, tunatumia barabara na watu wa magari, so ni ile tungekuwa na side nyingine madness training mbali na kwa barabara.
We don't have where to train. We don't have any option apart from going to the tarmac. And going to the tarmac is really dangerous because the vehicles are really speeding and some drivers are really careless. So it's a kind that we don't have an option, but we have to risk our lives.
Sio kama like tuko kwa kiwanja juu nakimbia ukichichunga, kuna magari, kuna boda, so sio safe kwa kwetu kwa mazoezi.
There is a nightmarish increase of cases of Kenyan athletes being hit by motorists on the Kenyan roads. But as the numbers continues to increase, the athletes feels neglected as training tracks around the North Rift remains closed or purportedly under construction.
But ukielekea Eldoret tunapata watu hawana kabisa, hawana uwanja. Kama Kipchoge ilifungwa, Annex ilifungwa, so saa hii hata sijui program vile inaenda. But tunaomba serikali tu bora watu wafuate the protocols ya hii corona na wasikuwe wengi, wape tu watu, because I think most of the athletes are preparing for Olympic.
Town tunaenda saa zingine unafika kama imefungwa, so it's really challenging. What I can urge government is that maybe to like when you are going to training, we have tarmac roads, so at least to have a site for athletes to train on, because if you train on where the vehicle are passing, you know, it's accidentally, you never know what is coming at the back of you. So what we urge them is at least to do something on the side of athletics.
For around 5 years, Cameroon Stadium has been closed, forcing athletes in E10 to do their speed work on a busy and accident-prone E10 Eldoret Road, or here at the Cameroon Kaptarakwa Road.
Well, if you had come to Cameroon 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, even when Rhodesia was preparing for the Olympics, both Rio and London, you wouldn't get space to train. There were so many athletes. And it's not because of the quality of the stadium. You know, the stadium was quite basic, the same as many other dirt tracks are in Kenya. But I think it's the place, the culture, the feeling. We're in the home of champions. We're in a stadium that has produced so many Olympic medalists, etc. People got a certain vibe from being in the stadium. So because of that, as a training track, most of the coaches and the athletes around E10 didn't really were looking at a state-of-the-art stadium. We just needed a facility for training. And I often say E10 is never going to become a competitive centre. The altitude, the facilities are not conducive to becoming a competitive facility. It's going to be, E10 is built on the idea of a training facility. So we just need a track on which you can train.
I can tell you we are winning, not because really we've gotten the best facilities and everything. No, it's because of the talent that our athletes have. 80% talent and 20% is what would have only been worked on using the equipment and the facilities.
As they continue preparing for the Olympics, Kenyan athletes have at times had to do their required track intervals or speed work inside a forest in Kaptagat. at times in tea plantations in Nandi County and in other rough roads, something that makes them feel a neglected lot.
Watu wa uwanja wanateseka sana. Ningependa serikali watusaidie sana, watutengenezee viwanja. Ingawaje hata ingine ikifungwa, watengeneze ingine yenye iko free throughout. Wasiweke yote ya kulipa juu, sio wote wanaweza kulipa. Kwa sababu hata nao wanajikaza. Sasa mtu akiona wanalipa anaweza lose hope juu wengine hawana pesa.
Hakuna venye utatrain kwa barabara juu ni lami, ni busy, so the only way tunaweza pata labda kufanya na speed work ni uwanja kwenyewe kukinyesha. Kama saizi rainy season kuna maji kila mahali, so kama tungesaidiwa hata kama watengeneze place uwanja pale penye tutakuwa tuna train na kwa mzuri, government labda na county government watusaidie kwa hayo. Yeah, in fact ni risky na pia unajaa sana, maybe na kujaza muscles. Yeah, maybe kuna barabara zingine ambayo si busy lakini unajaa muscles, so uwanja ni mzuri kwa speed.
Construction works at the Kipchoge Keino Stadium in Eldoret have also rendered the facility unusable. Cameroon is literally a no-go zone area for track stars at the moment. Think about it this way. If this had been converted to be a sugarcane plantation, the farmers would have harvested for 2 seasons, and after processing, sugar would have already made it to your cup of tea.
Vision that the authorities and the powers that be is that we would have a fairly advanced type of stadium, in places like Cameroon, because they would have considered maybe Cameroon is an iconic place for athletics, therefore it deserves to have a good top-class facility, which is okay. I mean, that dream is okay, or that idea is okay, but that seems to have fallen through. Various efforts have been made, as you know, over the last number of years to push that and to get that finished. But as regards the athletes on the ground, they just need a place to train. They're not worried about a state-of-the-art stand for spectators. They want to train.
There is an urgent need to help the Kenyan athletes get the tracks that they so desire for their training. Others have a feeling that the sports stadium development might just be a cash cow for a section of Kenyans who benefit when the rehabilitation of the said facilities continue to be the never-ending projects.
I'm not a construction expert, but if you ask me, I was here 20 months ago, and little work has been done in regards to what I can see. Now the question is, who is fooling who? Because this is a facility that is based in what is expected to be the hub of athletics in the country, Cameroon Stadium. The government is there, they've always been there, and maybe 2-3 weeks down the line from today, they will say that we will continue working on this facility. But the reality is, there is a big joke, a big mess that needs to be fixed. Moses Wahesi, KTN News.